Look at that baby. You folks, keep watching Western States Sportsman. This is your man.
I got him. I'm here with Rich Cameron of Carson Optics. How you doing, Rich?
Hi, nice to see you.
Nice to see you. And Rich, I have used Carson Optics before in the past. You sent some out to me, you guys did, and I still use them today hunting. So they're very clear, they're very crystal clear, and almost like HD kind of. What were they called? The
XMHD binoculars.
Yeah, I mean they were just so clear. I mean I really like those binoculars. I share them with my dad. So right now he currently has them in his truck. Now you do have some new stuff out for 2012, right?
We do.
Okay, and can you tell us a little bit about what you have here?
Okay, well these are our 3D binoculars. We actually introduced these last year, and this was a brand new introduction, and these are our 3D ED binoculars.
Okay.
And what we do well at Carson is basically light transmission. In the past, we've done some tests, and we've measured light transmission compared to other binoculars, and we've always done exceptionally well.
Right.
Now we have our 3D binoculars with high light transmission, but they also have ED glass. And the benefit of ED glass is it basically minimizes color fringing. You can see it reduces chromatic aberration, and there's a lot less color fringing.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll explain that briefly. When you're looking at, for example, a red wall,
right,
and you were looking at a blue wall, theoretically these are actually in slightly different focal planes. So even if you're the same distance apart, you would have to refocus your binocular slightly to go from red to blue.
Right.
So we actually developed this chart and this test that will show how ED is better. And if you see in the chart, there's little blue and red lines.
Correct.
And with a traditional binocular, what's going to happen? They're going to merge, and they're going to seem like they're purple because there is color fringing with an ordinary pair of binoculars because there are two separate focal planes. With the ED binoculars, you'll see much more clearly that you have a red and a blue line, and that's really how we explain this to customers, why they're superior.
Right. And now, with the naked eye, you can see that they're blue and red, but the further you get apart, they're harder to see. Now, with the binoculars, a regular pair, you're telling me that this will look purple.
The lines, up to a certain degree, will look purple. As you get smaller, they're going to merge.
Right.
With the ED binoculars, you can go further on this chart, and you can see where, with a regular pair of binoculars you're looking, and with an ED binocular, for example, where you'll be seeing.
Right.
And always with the ED binocular, you'll be able to see further down and finer line.
Okay.
This is something we just filed patents for.
Right, and again, these are on the market coming out 2012.
That is correct, yes.
Right, are they currently on the market?
Yes,
or?
just introduced. We're just starting to ship now.
Okay, so they'll be going out to the retail stores
that
here
is correct.
soon. Okay. You also have another product.
Yeah, we have some screen cleaners. Again, screen and lens cleaners, I should say. Total of 8 different screen and lens cleaners, and these things are great. And I'm going to demonstrate this on an iPad if I can.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see my thumbprint there, but this is basically a carbon-based compound. And the carbon, if you see that, it bonds with the amino and the fatty acids left behind by my fingerprint and just picks them up off the screen.
Oh, okay.
Does the same with a lens as well. And we have actually 8 models. 3 of them are disposable. and they're basically just different tip sizes. You know, large for iPads and smaller you could use for your iPhones. And then this one is more or less a convex shape to match the concave shape of a lens. So this would be made for your camera or for your binoculars. And they come pre-packed and multi-packed, and they're individually wrapped. So you could basically just take one and put it in your pocket.
So how many uses do you get out of one?
Typically, well, it really depends on how dirty your screens are. If you're the type who cleans it regularly, you're going to get a lot of uses. And if it's really mucked up, you're going to use it a few times and throw it away.
Oh, okay.
But they do come in multi-packs, and those multi-packs are going to last you a while.
And again, those are coming out on the market here this
These
year.
are probably going to be early spring. We will start shipping these to stores.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
And let me ask you one question. As far as, do you have any more stuff over there?
We have actually, I showed you the 3 disposable versions.
Oh, okay.
These
there they
three,
are.
these are all lens cleaners, okay? And these are a little more permanent in design. They all have brushes on the end, okay? And the difference here is the tip size. You know, you're going to use this big tip for large spotting scopes or for telescopes.
Right.
And the other 2 pens have smaller tips for your average binocular or 35 millimeter camera. And the difference here is in this cap, there's a reservoir of cleaning compound.
Oh, okay.
So when you're done, you basically just put the cap on, you turn it halfway, and you could use it again and again. So you'll get a lot more uses out of one of these than you would the disposable.
The disposables.
And 2 more versions, not to confuse things. And these are just prototypes. These are the last ones, but these are for iPads and iPhones. And basically they're larger cleaners. And again, there's a carbon reservoir where the carbon is stored inside the cleaner.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. And again, they're going to be coming out soon, right?
They're going to be coming out early spring.
Okay, and as far as the website, can they get on there and take a look at this stuff now?
Some of the stuff is up there now. If it's not up there, it's going to be very, very shortly. Most of it is there now, actually. And that's www.carsonoptical.com.
www.carsonoptical.com.
That's correct.
All right, hey, appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Rich. And again, you're going to see this on the outdoorhub.com. And this is Dave Langston, Western States Sportsman. Rich, it was a pleasure. And I'm sure I'll be trying some out. All of us have iPods, iPads, and all that stuff. So anyway, we'll see you later.
Thank you for your